What up, family? Welcome back to the channel. You already know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know it's a lot of things in this world that cost, but hitting the like button ain't one of them. Yes, sirski. That boy Moose is back on the loose. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what to do. Smash that like button and share the video so we can talk some hoops, man. And I'm telling you, y'all, it feels great waking up a Lakers fan when you got the steal of the draft last night in the first round, man. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Y'all smash that like button and share the video. Y'all know how I feel about y'all, man. I got the realest chat on YouTube. It ain't many of us, but less is more. So there's plenty of us, man. Salute to my guys, man. Will, I see you in the chat, man. Peace, family. Go James. What up, bro? A1, what's good with it, Brody? 2 cents, my guy. What up, bro? Nathan, what up, man? What's popping, man? Appreciate you, man. I'm glad to be back, man. I'm glad to be back, man. You know I'm about to cook on this 2 cents. Y'all smash that like button and share the video, man. Day 2 of the draft is about an hour and a half away for the second round, but we got to talk about last night, y'all. We got to talk about last night. I was really critical about the JJ Redick hire, but then once I heard JJ Redick talk, call me what you want. I was sold. I was sold. And once I heard the Lakers were going to keep the pick, I was a little pessimistic. But then after last night, when the skies opened up and the SEC Player of the Year, a guy who was slated to be a top 5 to top 10 pick, a guy who right before the draft started, ESPN had him going 6 to Charlotte. The Athletic had him going 6 to Charlotte. Drops all the way down to 17. Drops all the way down to 17. And Rob Pelinka, JJ Redick, who I believe was the man behind this pick, and who's leading me to believe that I could trust in him with his vision for this squad, were able to pick none other than the SEC Player of the Year, All-American, Dalton Knecht from three-point land. Smash that like button and share the video, man. A+ grade for the Lakers last night. A+ grade for the Lakers last night. Outside of Minnesota getting Rob Dillingham and Terrence Shannon Jr., which I'll give an A to A- grade for, the Lakers had the best night in the draft. The Lakers had the best night in the draft. Sean family, welcome to the channel, man. Make sure you smash that like button, share the video after you subscribe to the channel, man. Peace, family. Glad to have you here. Daniel Berry Sports Highlight. What up, my guy? And 2 cents, you absolutely right. The Lakers are trending in the right direction, man. And let me tell you something about Dalton Knecht. I don't know if you guys watch college hoops. I don't know if you guys watched them last season. I don't know if you guys watched them in the SEC tournament and in March Madness. The man is a flat-out hooper, flat-out baller. He's not just some standstill three-point shooter. He can catch and shoot. He can move and shoot. He got a mid-range game that a lot of people are sleeping on. And if you try to run him off that three-point line, oh boy, he got the hops to cram it in your face. He got the hops to throw it down on you. At any given moment, you throw it up for him, he's going to put it down. And he had a hell of a year last year. Hell of a year. There's a reason why All these draft experts had him from the 5 to 10 range. Averaged 21 points, damn near 22 points last year, 5 rebounds on 50, 40, and 77 shooting splits. And in the biggest games of the year for the Tennessee Volunteers, he showed up. Man had 5 to 6 games where he scored more than 35 points. He's got the right attitude. He's been a slept-on kid his entire basketball career. Didn't hit a growth spurt till he got to college. Played JUCO for 2 years. Played at little-known Northern Colorado for 2 years. Comes to the SEC. Wanted to play for Rick Barnes at Tennessee because he wanted to improve his defense. And then he balls out. I know y'all seen that game against Purdue in the tournament. Even though they lost, you seen how he played. When the stakes was high, when the pressure was on. And anybody poo-pooing at this pick today doesn't know what the hell they're talking about. And the Lakers make up for the mistake they made last year at 17 when they could have had Jaime Jaquez, who played in their backyard at UCLA, when they could have had Cam Whitmore, when they could have had Brandon Podziemski, and they took JHS. The Lakers were not going to do that 2 years in a row. Dalton Knecht lands to them, and they connect with the steal of the draft. And just right there, it shows me J.J. Redick knows what he's doing. Because if you would have left it up to Rob Pelinka to make this decision, Lord knows who he would have picked. Lord knows. Lord knows. And you can't make the same mistake twice in back-to-back years, in back-to-back drafts where you got the 17th overall pick. And I'm telling you, Dalton Knecht is going to help the Lakers right away. Right away. Right away. Salute to everybody just now tuning in. Mari2 Live, I see you in a place to be. My guy, Asan the Great, I see you in a place to be. And now on day 2, what do the Lakers do? Is it Bronny James time? Do they take Bronny James with the 55th overall pick? Do the Lakers somehow trade and get an extra second round pick to get a big body? You got an athletic kid with a big motor, big body, crashes the glass, that's down there at UCLA that's going to be available in the second round. We'll see what happens. Teams are wheeling and dealing. Trades are going on. And I'm excited for this Lakers offseason, man. I was pessimistic with the way the season ended, with the way the landscape looked. Darvin Ham getting fired. The Lakers going all this time without hiring a coach. And then a week before the draft, they get J.J. Redick. And now you get the steal of the draft. It's time to put the past in the past and be optimistic on what this Lakers squad can look like going into next season. And like I said, Dalton Knecht, man, he could do it all. He could score from all 3 levels, man. He could score from all 3 levels. And when you got an Anthony Davis, when you got a LeBron James, if he returns, that's what you need. That's what you need. We've seen what the Lakers role players look like when it mattered the most. When it comes to shooting from the outside. They couldn't throw rice at a Chinese wedding. They just couldn't. And there's reports that Austin Reeves is not involved in any trades, so he's going to be there. It's going to be real interesting because we know JJ Redick, pause no Diddy, has been wanting to get his hands on Austin Reeves and work with him. And then when you go out and get a guy like a Dalton Knecht, you know that's a JJ Redick pick. So it's going to be real interesting to see what he whips up for those guys, especially if you throw Anthony Davis and LeBron James in that mix. What is the rest of the roster going to look like? What is the trade landscape going to look like for the Los Angeles Lakers? How do they want to play? How does JJ Redick want to play? We know he wants to put up threes. The Lakers were 28th last season when it comes to three-point field goal attempts. Although they were top 10 in percentage, they ain't get to put up many. And that's going to change with JJ Redick, y'all. That's going to change. It really is. And now I'm starting to see a vision for this Los Angeles Lakers team. JJ Redick said when he looks at this roster, they're not far off. And we got to put some things in perspective, y'all. Gabe Vincent was gone the entire year. What does his future hold for the Lakers? Jared Vanderbilt was gone damn near 80% of the season. And we know what he meant to that Lakers team when he was healthy, y'all, when they ended up in the Western Conference Finals. So it's going to be real interesting to see how this team shapes up going into next season. And if I'm JJ Redick and I just got the steal of the draft with Dalton Knecht, I want to coach the Lakers Summer League team if I'm JJ Redick. Flat out. If I'm JJ Redick, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, I'm coaching the Lakers Summer League team. You're right. Rob Pelinka said after the draft that as soon as they landed Dalton Knecht, JJ Redick started drawing up plays for him. Started whipping up plays for him as soon as he fell to them. That's more than anything Darvin Ham did. Darvin Ham would have probably got a clipboard and just wrote on it, salute. So I'm already sold on JJ Redick just off that fact. And when you go after a guy like Dalton Knecht, just his path to the NBA shows you he's a guy that's going to work his butt off. He's a guy that's going to work his butt off, bro. You don't go to JUCO for 2 years, then go to little northern Colorado for 2 years, and then explode, pause, no Diddy, on the scene in the SEC, one of the top conferences in college hoops, and be an All-American and be an SEC Player of the Year and ball out the way you do unless you work your ass off. Smash that like button and share the video. I mean, let's be clear here. Let's be clear. For real. Darvin Ham would have took a clipboard and wrote, "That's what's up." And he probably would have went out to eat and told stories on how he had a duck smoke in the hood. So like I said, if I'm JJ Redick, I'm taking over the Summer League team. I'm getting my staff in place, and I'm coaching Summer League. If I'm Dalton Knecht, I'm in the gym today. I'm in El Segundo at the practice facility today. And I ain't leaving that. For real. I need grinders on this Lakers team. I need hard workers on this Lakers team, man. And just off of J.J. Redick's attitude and vision, I know he's going to hold guys accountable. I know he wants hard workers. I know he wants guys that's going to be obsessed with winning and getting better. That's all I can ask for. Guys that's obsessed with winning and putting in the work to get better. And from the consensus coming out of the Lakers camp, whether that be Rob Pelinka, whether that be Anthony Davis, whether that be Austin Reeves, the consensus was Darvin Ham was not putting in the work. I don't want guys that's not going to put in the work. I don't care how great of a coach you are. Put in the work. I don't care how great of a player you are. You can't get anywhere just off talent. Put in the work. And that goes with any aspect of life. I connect with people that put in the work. And grinders respect grinders. Smash that like button and share the video, man. Salute to my guy, Rap Guy Reloaded. Miss Terry in the building. I appreciate you. You already know. A1, I got you. I'm going to drop the link, man. Because we're about a little over an hour away before the second round starts. And I got to hear from the people today, man. I got to hear from the people, man. I'm going to drop the link in just a few moments, man. But let me know in the chat, man. What do you guys feel of last night's draft selection, man? What do you guys feel of Dalton Knecht and the direction that J.J. Redick is leading these Lakers to, man? Let me know in the chat, man. And let me go ahead and drop the link, man. Because I'm excited. And honestly, you guys can say what you want about Bronny James. I know Bronny James is going to be a grinder. I know Bronny James is going to be a worker, man. It's in his blood. Say what you want to say about LeBron James. LeBron James works his butt off. He wouldn't be in year 22. Still an all-NBA player if he ain't work his butt off, bro. Grinders respect grinders, bro. If you can't respect that, I can't respect you. And what type of value are you going to get at the 55th pick? Oh, we're going to get to that, Rap Guy Reloaded. We're going to get to that. Let me go ahead and drop this link for y'all, man. I got to hear from the people today, man. And I know my man A1 got a lot to say, man. Y'all go subscribe to A1 too, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Make sure y'all smashing that like button, man. Start hitting the Cash App too, man. Y'all see the Cash App right there, man. Donate to the channel so we can turn this channel all the way up. Cooking up this link for y'all so we could talk about this, man. I got to hear from the people, man. Because you guys know, man, I ain't capping. I wasn't too high on the J.J. Redick hire. But now I'm starting to see the vision, man. The link is dropped. Y'all hit the link and come up on here. Let me know how you guys feel about it, man. Let me know what you guys feel about the Lakers getting the steal of the draft in Dalton Knecht and the Lakers prime to take Bronny James at the 55th pick today at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, man. There's rumors that there's a lot of teams trying to throw a monkey wrench in the Lakers' plan. You got the Celtics at 54 that is trying to pull off the hater move. You got a few other teams. Phoenix is still interested in Bronny. The Timberwolves interested in Bronny. The Raptors interested in Bronny. But we heard Rich Paul say, if you ain't got no guaranteed money, we ain't trying to talk to you. Smash that like button and share the video. Wow, salute to Miss Terry with the $20 super chat. She says, you know that I got you, Moose. Much love. Much love to you, Miss Terry. You know I appreciate you, and you know that I got you, man. It's always love and appreciation on my end. Salute for the $20 super chat, man. Salute to my guy, 2 cents, with the $2 super chat. He says, one of the best out here covering this hoop game, man. I appreciate it, man. I do this for y'all, man. I had a lot going on recently, so I ain't been pumping out the streams at the rate that I wanted to be pumping them out for, but I'm back in full effect, baby. I'm back in full effect, man. I got my man A1 up here, man. Let me bring my man up on, man. Hey, Weezy, what up, brother?
What's good with it? Most appreciate you letting me slide onto this joint real quick, man.
Man, you already
Shout
know,
out to
man.
the
What's
chat.
popping, bro?
I hear you up here cooking, bro, and I'm like, you cooking. Not only you cooking with fish grease, bro, you got a flame bro and everything else going on. Like I said, Lakers is my squad, right, bro?
Yes, sir.
I'm watching it from the watching it from the whole peep. And y'all, pardon me, I'm out at the farm giving my in-laws a hand with some stuff up here. So if y'all hear some chickens and stuff, don't mind them.
It's
But
all good.
I'm watching the whole play out, right? And I'm like, I'm seeing what Rich Paul is saying. Rich Paul, obviously, we all know that man is smart as hell and come to making sure his clients get the bag. That's one thing that if anybody can say anything about clutch sport, they get their clients paid, like guaranteed paid. So him putting that out there, it's putting the pressure on Bronny to make sure he performs, but it's also putting the confidence into whomever's willing to give him guaranteed money and saying that, okay, we know he putting in the work because they that confident to say that. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot that goes into things that's being said. People just got to catch every word. And
Exactly.
with the with the Lakers and JJ Redick, he a hell of a basketball mind. My only thing I said is that him being a first time coach, when you coaching that purple and gold, the expectation is championship or bust. There ain't no in between. There ain't no successful season outside of hanging a banner. And I
That,
said, him coming there, it's going to play a big part on being able to see, okay, what's the roster going to look like? You brought up Jared Vanderbilt. That was a hell of a bring up because I said, with Jared Vanderbilt, if he stays, he offers energy and a defensive standpoint that they definitely need. He ain't a defensive stopper, but his energy is contagious. He one of the people that you need on your team. But then you
come
got
on.
Roy Hachimaru still there. You got Austin Reeves. You got D'Angelo for the moment still there. AD still there. Torian Prince still there. Reddish, who lost his confidence, he should be able to get it back. If not, I think he's gonna be up out of there, out of the league type of thing. But that's another time for another story. The domino that they waiting on more than anything is to figure out what's going on with LeBron James. If I was them, build the team as if he's not there, because that's gonna show him if you want to try and recruit him back that y'all serious about winning, because y'all pursuing other players that's gonna give y'all an opportunity to win the championship. You
Correct.
got a coach who is absolutely not going to allow himself to be pushed over by anybody, which I'm hoping that's the case, but because that's still, we got to wait to be seen. When it comes to like, analysts and JJ Redick holding his own, bro, he steps to everybody. And you didn't hear other players when it came to certain situations. Like JJ Redick was like, "Nah, we got beef. We're gonna address this." Like he came, saying right up to the forefront with him, like, "Hey, we got a problem." So I'm
Facts.
like, that's the type of energy he on. That's what they need. They need somebody that played in the league, that understands it, that shot the ball at a high clip, very high basketball IQ. It just didn't result in him winning any championships, but shit, he didn't have too many losing seasons as a player though, and he was a
Come
major
on.
contributor and part of that.
Come on, man. He had a lot of great series when he was with the Clippers. You know what I mean? Made a finals with
Hmm.
the Orlando Magic in '09. You know what I mean? And you right on everything you said, bro. Like a lot of the knock that I seen from a lot of people on JJ Redick is he's a hothead. No, he's not a hothead. He's just a fiery guy that, you know what I mean? He's gonna stand on his business. He's gonna stand on his 10 toes, and he gonna come at
Hmm.
whoever. He gonna come at whoever's neck. You seen it on TV. He was coming at Stephen A's neck. You know what I mean? 10 out of 10 times, anytime he was on First Take. And that's why I believe he
Hmm.
stopped showing up on First Take, is because every time he was on First Take, he was coming right at Stephen A. Smith's neck. And that's why Stephen A. Smith was been out here And you know what I mean, knocking JJ Redick before the draft. Stephen A. Smith, he's the one that's been muddying the waters with this JJ Redick to LA stuff. And you seen what JJ Redick said in that press conference when he dropped those F bombs. They were directed towards Stephen A. Smith. I didn't get a chance to talk about it on the channel. Like I said, I've been away from the channel. I've been taking care of some business. But that press conference where JJ Redick said he didn't give a F, and F whoever thinks, that was straight for Stephen A. Smith. You know what I mean? So I can appreciate that. I can appreciate a guy being who he is. If that's who you are, I can appreciate that. You know what I mean? Because I know you're going to hold the young guys accountable. I know you're going to hold LeBron James accountable. And you're going to hold Anthony Davis accountable. If you guys bump heads, you bump heads. I would love to see that. I would love to see LeBron James and JJ Redick bump heads. I would love to see Anthony Davis and JJ Redick bump heads, because that shows me those guys care. And then when you get a pick that falls to you, but you still make the right pick in a guy like Dalton Knecht, who went the JUCO route, that went the Northern Colorado route, and then popped up at the scene on the scene at Tennessee and becomes the SEC Player of the Year. That shows me this is a guy that doesn't settle and works on his game and works his butt off, man. And going to what you said about Jared Vanderbilt, you got to understand, you're not going to find people like Jared Vanderbilt on the contract that he's on. He makes what, 11, 12 million a year? That's almost mid-level exception money. For the production that Vanderbilt brings, bro, I don't want to see the Lakers trade Jared Vanderbilt. I don't want to see him trade Jared Vanderbilt at all. You need that type of production. You need that type of tenacity. You need that type of effort and energy. We talked about it on the channel all last season. Give me effort and energy. If shots fall, they fall. If they don't, they don't. But I can respect effort and energy, man. Go ahead,
That's
though,
a fact.
A1. What else you got?
And then I was gonna say, a lot of people forget that, you know what I'm saying, JJ was under one of the best, I would say, not collegiate greatest minds of collegiate coaches, but also Team USA coach and Coach K. Coach K gave that man all type of credit, saying JJ Redick is a brilliant mastermind that people are sleeping on. That's exactly what he said, as a player and as a person that just understands the game at the way he do. And I'm like, bro, like, if you out here getting endorsements from Coach K, again, who is a coach that some of the greats, even Kobe himself, was like, bro, Coach K is a goddamn genius. Like, if you, if you out here getting endorsements from somebody like that, that's getting high praises from some of the greatest players that have ever played the game, that speaks volumes of how you are as a person, or at least your
You're
basketball
absolutely
acumen,
right.
your basketball mind.
You're absolutely right. And it's like, what do the players that you either played against or played with say about you? And they all been raving about JJ Redick as a head coach, whether it be Chris Paul, whether it be Dwight Howard, whether it be guys like CJ McCollum. Even today, CJ McCollum been raving about JJ Redick. He called this pick a JJ Redick pick. You know what I mean? So when your peers, when your contemporaries are raving about your ability to be a coach, guys like Pat Bev, you know what I mean? It has to mean something, bro. It has to mean something. Go
Yep,
ahead, Red. What else you got on this topic, Brody?
and, and I was gonna say, bro, like that, like you said, the rookie that they just picked up, I'm not too familiar with his game. I haven't had an opportunity. I didn't even get to watch the draft because I got a 3-year-old and 2-year-old. I'm sure you can hear them yelling in the background, man.
Yes,
Been
sir.
feeling sick, and the wife is pregnant, expecting another on the way. So I've been on super daddy duty mode. But uh,
Congratulations, bro.
appreciate it, man. But like when I'm watching it, it's almost as if like the Lakers is saying, like, and again, I keep going back to it because we don't know what LeBron's decision gonna be, and I feel as if the Lakers is game plan of if he's not gonna be there. But at heart, I think JJ Redick really does know whether or not he's gonna be there, you know, or not. Because I know obviously they got their podcast together, but like you said, no more podcasting. It's time to you know what I'm saying, to dial up for a championship. Like, so his focus is switched, and he's saying that and showing that as far as everything he's doing. I think, like
Fact.
you said, you're gonna see him at the summer league or G League games. You're gonna see him at all these preseason games too, because he wants to. make sure that he's showing he's putting in the work to get to know his team. The best thing you can do as a coach is make sure that you are there to not only learn your team but allow them to learn you as well, because you're trying to build chemistry and camaraderie. And it's like only way to do that is you being actively there. You know what I'm saying? Like people say, you got to be an active listener instead of somebody just sitting there hearing what I'm saying. You got to be able to actually comprehend and understand it. And so I think
Right.
JJ is doing all the right things in doing that. And Rob Palinka and them is like, the thing I'm hoping they do, which it sounds like they're doing, is they're allowing JJ to have full free reign of being able to select all his coaching staff and stuff like that. If they don't do that, they just gonna be repeating the same cycle they did with Darvin Ham and with Frank Vogel, which is I'm gonna pick you guys as coaching staff and not allowing them to do it themselves. I think personally that's what cost the Lakers some success to begin with, because it's like you already got built-in kind of animosity by the front office want to act as if they're the head coaches. It's like, nah, you the front office, do your job as far as signing a paycheck and signing off on a deal that's being brought to your table, not
Right.
you sitting here selecting who you want it to be, trying to be puppet
Right.
master from the top. When none of y'all it has shown that y'all understand what it takes to win at this magnitude. When y'all won a championship, when Phil Jackson was there, Phil had full control. He picked his staff. You know what I mean? And then outside of that, when you won it with Frank Vogel in the bubble, I mean, like I said, I'm a Lakers fan, but I'm not delusional. I'm gonna say it. The bubble kind of helped in some kind of way of allowing that championship to manifest. It was perfect timing. Lakers stay focused. LeBron and AD was on a mission. They won the bubble. Everybody else was thrown off, and we stole one. But if it
Right.
was outside of that, it's like you got to allow these coaches to get people in office with them that's going to understand and be on the same type of time. You can't put strangers together and expect success. That's just not how it
Exactly.
works.
Exactly. Let him get his guys in the building. I felt some type of way last night before the draft because I seen the Lakers war room. And I'm seeing Kurt Rambis in the war room. And I'm like, what the hell is Kurt Rambis doing there? Get this guy the hell up out of here. I don't want Kurt Rambis nowhere around this team. I don't want him in no coaches meeting. I don't want him in no front office meetings. I don't want him around the players. Kurt Rambis, Linda Rambis, Jeannie Buss, stay the hell away from the squad. You got Rob Palinka there. Rob Palinka, no Diddy. Pause. Drop your nuts. Get them people the hell away from you. JJ Redick is the only person you need to be listening to when it comes to staff, Rob Palinka. JJ Redick is the only person you need to be listening to. When it comes to players, you only need to be listening to Anthony Davis and LeBron James. That's it. Kurt Rambis, Linda Rambis, Phil Jackson, Jeannie Buss, get the hell up out of here. Stay the hell up out the way. For real. Because you guys are going to mess up a good thing. Let JJ Redick get the coaches he wants in there. Let him get the player development guys he wants. Let him get the analytic nerds that he wants. Let him get the young, hungry coaches that he spoke about that's going to sit in the back row behind the coaching staff. Let him pick all of that. And you just sign the checks. When we're going into free agency, if you're thinking about trades, lean on what your players want. Lean on what the coach wants. Because at the end of the day, you got to get players that fit the coach's vision, that fit the coach's play style. You feel me? If you get a bunch of guys that don't fit what the coach wants to do, you're cooked. Case in point, the 2022 Lakers. You got Frank Vogel, and then you gave him Carmelo Anthony, a Russell Westbrook, this guy, that guy. Pieces that didn't fit with each other, pieces that didn't fit in what Frank Vogel wanted to do. And that was the end of Frank Vogel once 82 games was up. He walked into the post-game press conference without a job. And the media had to inform him. So Rob Palinka, Jeannie Buss, Kurt Rambis, Linda Rambis, lean on JJ Redick, lean on LeBron James, lean on Anthony Davis, especially Anthony Davis. JJ Redick said Anthony Davis is going to be the hub of this team offensively and defensively. That is the relationship I'm looking at. I'm looking at the relationship of Anthony Davis and JJ Redick. If they're on the same page, the Lakers are going to be all right. You got the best defender in the game. There's no reason why the Lakers shouldn't be a top 5 defense, top 8 defense at the least. You feel me? So
That's an absolute
that's
fact.
what I want to see, man. That's what I want to see. And it's gonna be real interesting. There's gonna be trades going down today. I gotta check my Twitter notifications and see what's going on right now. But there's gonna be trades flying around today. I want to see what this roster is gonna look like going into training camp.
I probably said I'm gonna say it on here on the back end of things, and I think we gonna snag Dejounte Murray from Atlanta, and a lot of people are gonna say how, why, and this and that. Why mess with it? D'Lo give you a lot. D'Lo gives you this. If he's scoring, he can that's his contribution. Outside of scoring, that's where it ends. He plays no defense. I mean, that's no disrespect to him, but I mean that man is viewed as a goddamn cone out there, a drill cone on the defensive end. But Dejounte Murray can give you the mid range. He can give you the post up. He can give you the. He'll knock down an open shot. I mean, he's not as good as a 3 point shooter as D'Lo is, but on the defensive end, he a dog. Like he compete. Like he get in there, rebound, push it, go up tempo. Like he can do it. His game is dynamic to allow him to be able to allow, if LeBron is still there, to play off the ball completely and being comfortable with doing so. D'Lo
Facts.
is like more of a if he's knocking down his shot, bro, then he that's his only being the difference maker. If he's not knocking down his shot, bro, and we've seen a large enough sample size to see if he's not scoring, he's pretty much worthless on the court. Like, he's doing absolutely nothing else. He's being sought out to in pick and roll high pick and roll situations or iso ball. They're just looking at him like I said as a cone. But I think they're gonna sneak and snag Murray somehow, some way. I think Atlanta gonna go into a situation where ain't gonna be full rebuild mode. It's gonna be we making a move to hope that we land somebody in the next upcoming draft or something like that. But I know it's a lot of names out there, bro. KD being supposedly being the topic of conversation, James Harden the topic of conversation, Paul George, LeBron is out there. I mean, you got a litany of players that you didn't expect to become available or potentially available. That's right there, you know what I'm saying, with the right package deal, boom, they going. And I even dropped a video saying like Klay Thompson going to the Mavericks, that's the perfect fit. Like the Mavericks should be doing everything in their power to snag Klay from the Warriors because the Mavericks is missing a knockdown shooter or a catch and shoot guy. And Klay Thompson does not need to dribble one bit. He got two dynamic players in Kyrie and Luca. Bro, that kick and drive to him, it's gonna keep that defender honest, which is gonna allow more iso ball or more lobs to the rim. And I was like, man, the Mavericks better get on it bad, bro. Like they better stop tripping and they better pursue his ass.
Facts. Facts, man. I'm with you there. And the thing with D'Lo is, right? And I love D'Lo as a player, right? But the thing, if there's a knock that I have on D'Lo, it's what I mentioned earlier: effort and energy. When his shot is not falling, there's no effort, there's no energy. He's lost out there. He's focused on the shots that he's missing. The thing with D'Lo is it's a thing about it's. I think at this point it's mental with D'Lo. You know what I mean? And I've been paying close attention to D'Lo this offseason. He went back to Ohio State. He's been working out over there. You know what I mean? He's been visiting with the football team also out there. He's back in Kentucky today. Today he's with Rajon Rondo, who we all think is going to be on J.J. Redick's staff. He's been working out with Rajon Rondo. I don't know what D'Lo's going to do this offseason. You know what I mean? I didn't like the way he ended last season. I didn't like him at the end of the bench in game 4 with some snacks and his cell phone out. I didn't like that. I know he had beef with Darvin Ham, but Darvin Ham is gone. D'Lo, this ain't even about the Lakers right now. I'm more concerned about you and your career. You know what I mean? Because you got all the talent in the world. I think with D'Lo, it's just mental. And when his shot's not falling, the energy's not there, the effort is not there, the attention to detail is not there. And that's why he gets cooked on defense. Because if he's not hitting shots, he's not himself. If he's not touching the ball, he's not himself. And the thing with Atlanta, with DeJounte, it's like Atlanta's in a weird spot. I think they got these ridiculous asking prices that they want for Trae Young. But really, you killed Trae Young's you killed his status when it comes to value. DeJounte Murray as well. They're not they're not fielding calls where they feel like they're getting the return back that they should get for DeJounte Murray. And it's their own fault. Nobody told you to trade 4 unprotected first round picks and whatever else that you traded for DeJounte Murray to get him from the Spurs. You feel me? So that's Atlanta's fault. But they made a trade about an hour ago. They got rid of AJ Griffin, son of Adrian Griffin, who was fired from the Bucks. They took him in the lottery just what, a year ago, 2 years ago? They got rid of him today for the 44th pick overall in today's draft. So that lets me know that they are ready to blow it all up. They got the #1 pick that nobody knows about, French kid. And I'm telling you another thing, Victor Wembanyama is going to get a lot of GMs fired because Victor Wembanyama got all these GMs looking at France and the players coming out of France, and everybody's thinking these long, tall, lanky guys that could do it all are going to be the next Wembanyama, and you got French guys going first and second overall in the draft. I'm telling you, a lot of GMs is going to lose their job, and it might be Landry Fields and them in Atlanta, because I don't understand that first overall pick. You know what I mean? Maybe it's because I don't know who the hell he is. I know a little bit of him. I only seen him play once, and that was over a year ago in the United States versus the World game with the Nike Hoop Summit. That's the only time I seen that kid. And when I seen him, he didn't scream #1 overall pick. You feel me? So it's going to be real interesting what Atlanta does. But you're right about DeJounte Murray. You're in the Western Conference. You're going against guys like Ant Edwards. You're going against guys like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You're going against guys like Luka, Kyrie. You know what I mean? You're going against guys like Jamal Murray. If you can get your hands on DeJounte Murray, get him. And honestly, if Atlanta's trying to come off of both of them, which I believe they are, Atlanta got a whole bunch of other stuff going with their front office, with their ownership that I really can't speak of, but it's some information that I'm privy to, some stuff going on, some real nasty stuff going on in their ownership. Maybe ESPN is going to report on it in a couple of weeks. Don't hold me to that. Maybe less than a couple of weeks. But Atlanta got some stuff going on in their ownership. And I don't think too many people know that. I'm in the know with the Atlanta ownership group. There's some real nasty allegation type stuff going on with the ownership group out there, or somebody in the ownership group. But I ain't gonna speak. That's all I can say about that topic. But if they want to get rid of Trae Young, if they want to get rid of DeJounte Murray, they're gonna have to drop that price. And Laker fans, y'all been out here twerking for Trae Young. He's not the answer. If you're gonna get anybody from the Atlanta Hawks, it got to be DeJounte Murray, man. Just look at his defensive highlights against the top players, like a SGA, like a Jamal Murray, like a Tyrese Halliburton, like a whoever in the Western Conference or Eastern Conference. All the top guards, you look at DeJounte Murray's defensive highlights against them, man. And once you got somebody like that at the point of attack, it's lookout season. You know what I mean? It's lookout season, man. So it's going to be real interesting what goes down today, man. I think I might cover the second day of the draft today. I don't know. Or I might come back live once the second day is over with, man. But it's going down today, man. And I'm really liking the direction of the Los Angeles Lakers with J.J. Redick. I'm starting to warm up to J.J. Redick being the coach of this team, especially with Dalton Knecht being chosen with the 17th overall pick, man. Y'all smash that like button and share the video, man. I'm going to drop the link one more time. I got my man A1 up here. A1, drop your channel in the chat, man. We got to get people subscribing to your channel, checking you out, brother.
No, I appreciate it. Now you good, bro. I just wanted to come rock out and talk some good. Like I said, I was listening and I like what I'm hearing because it's unbiased and it's right to the point. So it's like the same type of time I be on with my videos and content too. I was gonna say on the flip side of what you just said, looking at Murray defensive highlight reel. I said go pull up Trae Young defensive highlight reel. All thing you gonna see is that boy getting cooked. That's on the defensive end. That's all you ever see. You don't see Trae Young making no key defensive plays and none of that, man. Only thing you ever see is that boy getting hibachi style by somebody. And
I'm
I'd be
telling
like,
you, man.
man,
Keep Trae Young the hell away from me. Send Trae Young to San Antonio or something, man. Don't bring him to the Lakers, man. Don't bring him to the Lakers, man. Because when you watch 82 games of Trae Young on the defensive end, when you watch 82 games of Trae Young scoring high points on low efficiency, bro, it don't scream superstar. It don't scream third star to me, man. Y'all smash that like button and share the video, man. Got my man A1 up here cooking with me, man. I dropped the link. Anybody else want to come up here and voice their opinion on the Lakers' direction this offseason? JJ Redick, them getting the steal of the draft, and Dalton Knecht, SEC Player of the Year, All-American, falling to them. Projected to go top 5, top 10 in yesterday's draft. ESPN right before the draft had him going 6. The Athletic had him going 6 to Charlotte as well. He falls to 17, right in the lap of the evil genius JJ Redick, who has a master plan for both he and Austin Reeves, man. It's going to be a white boy summer in LA. Y'all smash that like button and share the video, man. Who else we got coming up here, man? We got to bring some people up on here.
hey, hey, Musa, real quick too. I was gonna say, you know what's funny? I think the Lakers might double back and snag Bronny from a standpoint of knowing he's gonna be a crowd favorite, and that's gonna bring more people out, and that's gonna definitely make them want to, make LeBron maybe want to come back a little bit, but at the same time, like Bronny that came out and said it himself, bro. Like for him, he just want to hear his name called. He don't care if he play with LeBron or not. It was LeBron
Exactly.
that kind of been pushing that. I want to play with Bronny, and Bronny ain't never said he want to play with his dad. Bronny just said, "Hey, I just want to hoop."
Exactly.
That's
He
all he
just
done
want to hear
ever
his
said.
name called. You're absolutely
Hmm
right. And I'm glad you said that, right? Because I want to bring up something that you talked about earlier, right? When you were speaking about the guaranteed contract and the guaranteed money, was what I look at it when Rich Paul says that he wants the commitment. He wants the guaranteed in years. You know what I mean? If you get a 3-year deal, a 4-year deal commitment, then you got Bronny James just worried about putting in the work. You know what I mean? Although he's a second round pick, if he can secure a 4-year deal, a 3-year deal with the Lakers, with the Suns, with the Timberwolves, with the Raptors, and the other teams that have been rumored to want to snag Bronny James, Rich Paul wants the commitment in years. So Bronny James could come in and do the work. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys that come in on the second round come in on non-guaranteed contracts, a 1-year contract, a 2-year with a team option, not a player option. You know what I mean? And these guys get lost in the sauce in the G League. And when that 1 year is up, these guys is getting cut. So you're seeing guys who are all Americans. You're seeing guys who are number one high school player of the year only get a year in G League, and you don't see him in the league. Rich Paul wants teams to commit to Bronny in terms of years on the contract, not the money part. Even though the money part is great, but years wise, he wants teams to commit 3 years, 4 years for Bronny James, and that lets him know that that team is serious and invested in Bronny James's development, because a 1-year non-guaranteed, a 2-year with a team option that's not guaranteed doesn't show a commitment from the team that they're invested in your development as a player, man. Y'all smash that like button and share the video, man. We got 73 people in here right now. We should have 73 likes, man. The Cash App, the link to that is in the description and on your ticker in front of your screen, man. Please donate to the channel so we can keep growing as a family, man. Also, I'm going to go ahead and drop the link again, man. I need to hear from the people today, man. Come up here. This is your opportunity to cook on this. Are you a fan of the Lakers' direction this offseason so far? First night of the draft, they get the steal of the draft in Dalton Knecht. Are you a fan? Do you believe in JJ Redick after this draft pick? Let me know, man. The link is in the chat, man. Let's get the cooking. A1, anything else you got on this topic, brother? Did we lose A1? Yeah, I think we might have lost my guy, man. Y'all smash that like button and share the video, man. We just about 30 minutes and some change before the second round of the NBA draft starts tonight at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Lakers have the 55th overall pick. There are rumors that the Celtics might be spiteful and hold Bronny James for a ransom by selecting him at 54. There's rumors that the Timberwolves are going to take him. There's rumors that the Suns are a team that will offer Bronny James a guaranteed contract if they draft him. So it's gonna be real interesting to see. There's trades going on. Guys is getting traded. Draft picks is getting traded. Like I said, we talked about that trade when we were speaking about the Atlanta Hawks blowing things up. They got rid of their lottery pick from a couple of seasons ago in AJ Griffin. They traded him to the Houston Rockets for the 44th overall pick in today's draft. So we'll see what Atlanta does with Trae Young, with DeJounte Murray. There's rumors about Nikola Vucevic in Chicago getting moved today. Rumors about Robert Williams getting moved today. Can the Lakers get a defensive stalwart in Robert Williams, who's been injury prone? Can they get him from Portland? Portland selected Klingon out of UConn in the lottery last night in the draft. What does that mean for DeAndre Ayton? What does that mean for Robert Williams? You got DeAndre Ayton, who got a max contract, who was traded to you. He feels like he's the man in Portland. And then in the summer, last night, you guys select a center with the 7th overall pick. You know what I mean? It's going to be real interesting to see what happens. Woods has opted in. Christian Woods has opted into his contract. You got to believe guys like Cam Reddish is going to opt in. Jackson Hayes might opt in, but can you use them in a trade? It's going to be real interesting to see, man. There's a lot of things happening today, man. Second day of the 2024 NBA draft. We all here, man. We talking about it all, man. Lakers with the steal of the draft, man. Y'all smash that like button and share the video, man. Nobody else wants to come up here and voice their opinions on what's going on? Salute to my guy Cottage. I see you, bro. Appreciate you
Hey,
tuning
Moose,
in.
The other wild thing that people that I think the Lakers fell asleep on was the fact that New York was willing to give up big Bogdan for next to nothing, bro. Like they gave, well, not next to nothing. The Knicks won in that trade, obviously. The Knicks trading to the Nets and getting Mikal Bridges. But I'm like, if I was the Lakers, I would secretly try and see what the Nets might want for big Bogdan, because they gonna look at him like he an older vet. The Nets is looking like they going in rebuild mode, so they might be able to give up Big Bogdan for nothing. He'd be a perfect fit because he still can shoot. That dude that dude play tough as hell at all times, bro. And I'm like,
Definitely,
man,
definitely.
they should try and get him. They should try and do it. Whatever they need to do. If you gotta give up some little things to get him, get him. It's a vet that you need.
For real, I feel you. And Bogdanovich, man, he's been buried in Detroit the past couple of seasons, and then the Knicks get him at the trade deadline last year, and then he gets hurt in the playoffs. So he doesn't really show. He didn't get to remind people of what he could do with the basketball. But you know the Nets are going to try to get rid of him and see if they could get a draft pick in return. Especially, you know what I mean? They're going into tank mode. You know what I mean? They're chasing after Cooper Flag. They're going into tank mode. They're gonna blow everything up. They gave Nick Claxton 4 years, $100 million. So that means everybody else is up for grabs, maybe outside of Nick Claxton and Cam Thomas. But if I'm the Lakers and I want to see about anything on the Brooklyn Nets, I'm trying to see what's up with Cam Johnson. What's the price for Cam Johnson? He was great in Phoenix, not so great in the Nets. You put him back around a winning culture, You put him back around a team where he's going to get a lot of open shots. We know he's a great 3-point shooter in the corners. If I'm the Lakers, I'm trying to see what's up with Cam Johnson on the Brooklyn Nets if I'm checking for anybody, even though I like Bogdanovich. Let me know what you think about that. Cam Johnson going to the Lakers, bro.
That's something I would love. And I would sleep on Cam Johnson. I honestly say I forgot he was even there. The only thing I remember for him
Exactly. He
being
been
with
buried
the
in Brooklyn.
I forgot. The only thing I remember him as bodying somebody on Milwaukee. I can't remember who that was. That's the only thing I remember. The only highlight I remember of him being there.
He's a solid piece, man. He's a solid piece, man. He's a
Hmm.
big wing. He can hit the three, especially in the corners. And you seen it when he was on Phoenix, when he was on a playoff team, when he was on a team that had a superstar like Devin Booker who attracts attention. When he was playing alongside Mikal Bridges in that Phoenix system, you seen he was getting a lot of open shots in those corners, and he was knocking them down at a good rate. So if I'm the Lakers once again, even though I like Bogdanovich, you know what I mean? I like Cam Johnson more at this stage in their careers. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be real interesting to see how that shapes out, man. And I'm banking on the fact that there's gonna be a lot of trades today. There's gonna be a lot of trades today.
Oh hell yeah! Today, tomorrow, you know how that goes. They see who got what to put a package deal together. They probably in communications right now and already lining something else up without what I'm saying, exposing what's really happening, what's really going down.
Exactly. And as I'm saying that right now, Sham Charania and Adrian Wojnarowski are reporting a small trade right now. According to Adrian Wojnarowski and Sham Charania, the Sacramento Kings are trading Davion Mitchell and Sasha Vesnikov, I don't know who that is, to the Toronto Raptors for Jalen McDaniels, brother of Minnesota Timberwolves, Jaden McDaniels. So there's small trades going on right now. There's a little bit of wheeling and dealing, but things are going to cook up as soon as we get to 4 o'clock and that draft starts.
For what's his name? For Bogdanovich, decent player. That's something that's a little sneakiness a little piece that they're gonna be able to utilize down the line. So they like I said, bro. We both know what time it is when it comes to certain people making moves to players. That's that's no name players to the novice, but to people that understand and watch the game, them role players
Yeah,
can be the
those are
difference makers
moves.
in championship games.
Yeah, those are moves. Those are moves that lead to bigger moves. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
I know what's his name, the Sasha Vesnikov guy. He didn't want to be in Sacramento. You know what I mean? He thought he was going to get a lot more run. You know what I mean? He's a knockdown 3-point shooter. You see Edward in the chat saying he was the Euro League MVP. You know what I mean? A couple seasons ago, before last season. You know what I mean? And Davion Mitchell, we know Davion Mitchell, lockdown defender. You know what I mean? Bronny James, his comp in the draft was Davion Mitchell. You know what I mean? So they get moved to the Raptors for Jalen McDaniels. The Raptors got a lot of guards. That tells me that Bruce Brown might be on the move today. A guy like Bruce Brown, a guy like Gary Trent Jr. may be on the move today for the Raptors. So that's something to keep an eye out for, man. I'm telling you, there's going to be some trades coming in, man. It's going to be some trades coming in. And it's gonna be some draft picks moved around, and there's gonna be a bunch of small trades that lead to bigger trades. You know what I mean? And like I said, we are about 30 minutes away from the start of day 2 of the NBA draft. So it's gonna be real interesting to see, man. Y'all smash that like button and share the video, man. Salute to everybody in the chat right now, man, turning us up. We on here. We talking about the big night that the Lakers had last night, drafting Dalton Knecht, who fell to them at 17. And I still don't understand how Dalton Knecht fell to them at 17. I still don't get it. I still don't get it, man. I don't get it
People
at
not
all.
doing their homework.
I don't get it
People
at
not doing
all.
their homework, bro. People not understanding the value in role players. Look, I say that Derek White has been a role player down there his entire career, but look at his career. multi-time champion, somebody that went out there and showcased, like, bro, he don't care nothing about giving. Only thing he care about is playing basketball the right way and succeeding at the highest level. Everything else to him didn't matter. And what happened? People are now saying that they wish they had a Derek White. They wish they had a player, not a role player. They wish they had a player like a Derek White. I was like,
Facts.
that stuff be transcending when people be thinking, oh, I'm a starter. That mean you the best. No, that mean the team is starting you for some kind of reason. That's pretty much it. We see with the value of people that's a true player versus somebody where it's like only thing that matters to them is that they start.
Facts.
And I'm
Facts.
gonna go silent for a second. I gotta take my wife something real quick to eat, so I'm
Do
gonna be
your
listening
thing,
still up
bro.
here
Do
though.
your thing. We right here, man. We got another 30 minutes or so that we on here before the draft commences. We got day 2 of the NBA draft kicking off at the top of the hour. The Lakers have that 55th overall pick. Everybody and they mama is assuming that they're going to select Bronny James. There's a couple of teams out there, you know what I mean? Contrary to the haters' belief, there's a couple of teams out there that want to throw a monkey wrench in the Lakers' plans, but you know Rich Paul is going to cause a big storm if something like that happens, man. So we right here. We ain't going nowhere for at least the next 30 minutes, man. We getting ready for the draft to start, man. And it's going down in a major way. Believe me, it's going down in a major way. Y'all smash that like button, share the video, salute in the chat, man. Let me see what's going down in the chat, man. How you guys feeling about this, man? What's your thoughts on Bronny James today at number 55? Does he get selected? Do the Lakers get their wish? Bronny James, we all know what his wish is. A1 told you guys, and I'm gonna say it again. Bronny James just wants to hear his name get called. That's about it. That's all he cares about. He's ready to come in the league and he's ready to do the work. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be real interesting to see Bronny James, if he's selected by the Lakers, what he does in summer league, how JJ Redick is going to use him in summer league, how JJ Redick is going to use Dalton Knecht. It's going to be real interesting to see. What do the Lakers do with Jordan Hood Schifino? Does Jordan Hood Schifino get thrown into a trade today? Does Gabe Vincent get thrown into a trade today? It's going to be real interesting to see, man. And Draco, that's how you know a trade's coming. That's how you know a trade's coming, man. That's how you know a trade's coming, man. Somebody's got to go. Somebody's got to go today, man. And it ain't just the Lakers. Everybody's is going to be trying to wheel and deal, man. People are going to try to draft into the second round. People are going to try to get draft picks, trade away draft picks, see if they could get some bench help, see if they could get a role player. Who knows? Some stars may get traded today, man. There's a lot of questions still left to be answered. A lot of questions. And also, right? We're gonna see how things shape out free agency wise based on this draft. Like I said, the opt-out deadline is June 29th. So we're gonna see a lot of moving and shaking, man. We're gonna see a lot of moving and shaking, man. Let me get my man up here, man. 1 second. Yo, BG,
Yo,
can you hear me?
I got you, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, brother. I can't complain. How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm excited about the draft today. I'm definitely excited to see if we can get LeBron, if we can get Bronny. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. What do you think about the Lakers getting Dalton Knecht last night, falling all the way to 17, right in the lap of JJ Redick, SEC Player of the Year, All American. You know what I mean? 3-level score. How do you feel about the Lakers and their draft night last night?
Well, I mean, considering that they missed out on Jaime Jaquez, and that they also let Cam Whitmore fall, you know, and they didn't pick up on him. So it seems like they're one thing they're making up for. It looks like they're making up for Jaime Jaquez and making up, trying to make up for
Absolutely.
last year. But I don't agree with that approach. I mean, if he really is, if he is, if I would hope they approach this draft by looking for the best player possible and not thinking about what mistakes they made last year.
And
And
man, he wasn't even supposed to be there. Like I
right,
said, right before the draft started, ESPN had him going 6 to Charlotte. The Athletic had him going 6 to Charlotte. The Lakers had him in the top 10. They didn't think that he was even going to be there for them. And that's why the Lakers didn't even bring him in to work out. They offered him a workout, bring him into their facility, but his agent turned it down because they thought at the latest he would be the number 10 overall pick.
okay. So we haven't got a chance to even look at the Lakers organization hasn't had a chance to look at him in a
Like
workout.
in person,
Right,
no, because he wasn't even
right.
supposed to be there. He was supposed to
So we
go number 6 to Charlotte.
right. So we don't know what this dude's gonna do until the summer league. But I think, you know, what I saw on the highlights and the way he plays, he's 6'6" or 6'4". I think he's 6'4.5".
Yeah, he about 6'5" and some change without shoes.
Yeah, yeah. So and he's got like a 40-inch vert, which
Yeah, he
I mean,
definitely does. He measured 39, 40 inches at the NBA combine.
well, Kobe had a 38-inch vert, so at least we know he can get up.
He's
But
athletic, bro. He can get up.
he's athletic. He's slow though. He's slow. So he's gonna have to be able to use that body, kind of like Jimmy Butler does, to create space. But because he's kind of slow, but he can shoot. You know, he can definitely shoot.
Yeah, he
So I
could
mean,
shoot. He could put
and
it
he's
on the
23,
floor.
so he kind of got to get busy right away. We don't have time. Like he's 23, so in four
And that's
years
why,
he's gonna be
and that's
27.
not to cut you off or whatever, but that's why it makes it even better because he's not an 18-year-old that you got to wait 3 years for. He's not a 19-year-old that you got to wait 3 years for. You know what I mean? He's a
Yeah.
guy
So
that
yeah,
he can come in and contribute right in this coming season.
that's what we're looking for, right? So if he can't do that, that means it's another whiff, kind of. So hopefully he can. He got to do it. Like I heard some people on, on YouTube talking about, he's got to go. He got to start playing right away, man. Like he got to get out there so he can be ready for the playoffs if we make it. So he's got to. They got to figure out a way to get him in there and get him minutes. And it's an 82 game season, which is going to be a big shock for him. So he's got a lot of work ahead of him. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to crack that starting lineup or get minutes though.
He'll get minutes, I believe so. And one thing, right, his path to the NBA, his path shows me he's gonna put in the work. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
He's a
I
guy
agree.
from in the middle of nowhere in Colorado. He went to the JUCO. He went to JUCO for 2 years. Went to Northern Colorado for 2 years, which nobody knows about, and he continued to get better. He continued to work on his game. And what I like about him is when he went to Tennessee. The reason that he went to Tennessee is because he recognized a weakness in his game when schools like North Carolina, when schools like Kentucky, when all these other schools were offering him a scholarship to come there, he turned it down because he wanted to go to Tennessee and he wanted to learn how to play defense from Rick Barnes. You know what I mean? Legendary Rick Barnes, man that used to be head coach at the Texas program. Kevin Durant
Okay,
played for Rick Barnes. You know what I mean?
okay,
Very, very prestigious college coach. You know what I mean? Known for defense. And he chose Tennessee because he wanted to work on his defensive game. So that tells me the kid wants to get better. That tells me the kid does get better because he puts in the work to come from all the way from JUCO to be an All-American last year and to be the SEC Player of the Year. That shows me this guy continues to put in the work, and I respect workers.
Yeah, he looks good, man. He looks good, and he can actually shoot. So, like all that stuff you're talking about is great, and it shows his hard work. So that means he's at least going to be able to maintain that excellent shooting that he already got. We don't have to worry about him developing a jumper like Jay Hood, Shafino. Like I don't like guys that you got to develop jumpers. Like if you're a guard, you
Facts.
better already be able to shoot, man. Like
Facts.
that's what you
You
got to
could
be able to.
you
If
could
you're a
teach a
big
guy
man, then
something else, but if a guy's coming in and he's already a knockdown shooter, you ahead of the curve. You know what I
right.
mean? But
Yeah. But you gotta like if you're a big man, I can understand, okay, because you're gonna defend, you're gonna rebound, you're gonna block shots, and you're gonna be able to have a big impact on the game without scoring a lot. But so if you can't shoot, it's forgiven. But if you're a guard, you got to be able to shoot coming into this league, man. I don't like these guys that can't shoot coming into the league because they athletes.
and
You
you got to
know,
look at this too, right? You got to look at this too, right? Coming from college, coming from Tennessee last year, he was the man. So you got the defense 100% focused on you, and you're still
right?
putting up those numbers. You're
Yeah.
coming into a team that has a LeBron James, that has an Anthony Davis. You're going to get a lot of room and a lot of space to get those shots off. You know what I mean?
You might look good
When
out there with D'Lo, man. I don't know. Him and D'Lo, you got a shooter like that to support D'Lo, who's already an excellent shooter.
we got to see what D'Lo's future looks like, man. Who
Well, I think
knows?
he's opting in for sure.
And that's the thing. If he opts in, does he still want to be a Laker, or is he opting in because he can't get that money elsewhere? You know what I mean? Does he opt in and to guarantee the money and then ask the Lakers to trade him? That's going to be a key to free agency this year for the Lakers. What happens with the D'Lo situation? Is he
Well,
opting out? Is he opting in? Is he getting traded? Is he staying?
if he stays just for the money, I don't think he's gonna ask for a trade because he can't audition on a bigger stage uh, than the Lakers stage. So if he's in the last year of his contract, he's gonna want to show and prove on the Laker court because that's gonna get him paid. So, but yeah, if he decides to come back, we got another year with him at least, and maybe if they're looking for a big man, we need a big man. We need a five, man.
Absolutely,
We need a
absolutely.
physical five that can defend and block shots and be damn near as good on defense as Anthony Davis.
And if the Lakers do make any trades today, I suspect it's going to be for a big man. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I
yeah, we
suspect it's
need
going to
one.
be for a big man. Anthony Davis has been asking for it. I heard yesterday, I seen an interview with Austin Reeves where he said, you know what I mean? The team needs another big man to help out AD, a big man that's going to do the dirty work. And that's exactly what the Lakers need. They need a five that's going to do the dirty work. You know what I
Right.
mean? You
Yep.
want to use AD as a roamer. You want to use AD as help side. You want to use AD in that. You don't want to wear AD out by him guarding a Jokic for 40 something minutes and then
Or
expecting
Embiid. Like
AD to
that don't
give
even
you
make
30 and
sense.
12 on top of that.
Yeah, that don't even make sense. That's what other teams used to have to do against the Lakers. We don't. We shouldn't be doing that against other teams.
Exactly, bro.
You
You're
know, we the
absolutely
big,
right about that, brother.
we big dudes in the paint, man. We can't be letting Minnesota and Philly and Denver have the big men. Where's our big man? Like AD's
Facts.
the power forward, man. Like, come on, like quit trying to be cheap. Like,
Facts. I mean,
we got
if
LeBron, that's cool, but where's our big man, man? Come on.
exactly. If you going small or a team is not that big, yeah, you can play AD at the five for the majority of the game. But you know what I mean? You got Denver with Jokic, you got Minnesota with Cat and Gobert, you got Dallas with their big guys and Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively. You're seeing all these teams that have multiple big men that do the dirty work. You know what I mean? The Lakers, you need a five that's going to do dirty work. Like I said earlier, the Portland Trailblazers are making Robert Williams available. What's the price tag for Robert Williams? Somebody
Right.
like that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's going to be real interesting to see. Clint Capella's out there in Atlanta. Atlanta's trying to blow things up. What is Clint Capella going to cost? You know what I mean? There's many different options out there, man. But
Yeah.
if a trade does get done, that's what I would love to see today for the Los Angeles Lakers is a 5. If you're gonna make a
Yeah.
trade and it's on the smaller end of the trade, I want to see a 5 that's gonna do the dirty work. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I mean, I go back to Vladdy and Eldon, man. Them dudes held down the paint better than we doing now.
Come on,
You know?
even in the Shaq years, like even in the early Shaq years in LA, you still had Eldon Campbell. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. We had a big like down there. Like, come on, man. This is Lakers, man. Like we we supposed to have players like Jokic and Embiid. You know,
Facts,
that's where they
facts. I
belong.
mean,
So,
I
we
don't
should
want to
be
take
looking
anything
for
away from
ours.
Anthony Davis, but Anthony Davis is going to need a 5, and he's been asking for it. You know what I mean? This entire
Yeah,
time, he's been asking for it. That's why he's been
yeah. Like
asking to
he's a
play the 4.
four. He's a four, man. He's
He's
a
been,
four.
you know what I mean? And it's like I get it in small ball lineups against teams that are not as big, you know what I mean, as other teams. Yeah, Anthony Davis could play the 5 for the majority of the games in those situations. But you talking about 82 games, you talking about the playoffs, and you talking about getting to the finals, playing from October all the way until June. You're gonna need if you're the Lakers, you're gonna need a 5 that can do the dirty work.
For the whole time. That
Factuals,
is
man. Factuals.
necessary. Like they can come, like yeah, for the whole time. Like if you need them for 20 minutes, you get them for 20 minutes. If you need them for 30 minutes, you got them for 30. If you need them for
If you
15,
need
you
him for
got them for
15,
15.
he plays 15. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
if you don't need them, then you don't need them. Worst case scenario, but we got to have a dude out there every night, man. That can because our rebounding is trash. You know, our defense is bad, and our guards
Absolutely.
aren't great defensively. Like, and even if you get a better defensive guard, they don't impact the defense as much as you might think they would.
Absolutely,
And
bro.
and
Absolutely, man.
and Moose, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
And I was going to chime in with my brother up here. I didn't catch his name, but I could hear him cooking. I was listening to y'all about a big. I said that's why they thought they was getting Christian Wood as a person that's a stretch big that'll be able to help AD out. That's why they went and got Jackson Hayes, thinking he's a wiry big that's a high energy guy. I was like, some of that sound good, but you gotta when they boil down to crunch time and you're playing against players other Jokic, other MB type caliber, you need a big who's smart. That's why Dwight caused Jokic so many problems because Dwight was already a multi-time all defensive team player, former MVP, defensive player of the year, all that. He understood the importance of defense, but also positioning. He understood how to get under Jokic's skin, which is their what? In the interim of it, that's how they was able to get past him in the bubble was the fact that Dwight understood how to deal with Jokic. He was strong enough where Jokic couldn't do nothing with, but he was quick enough and exposed enough of a leaper where it altered Jokic a little bit. Outside of that, Jokic hasn't got that kind of resistance from any other big in the league outside of Embiid. Embiid is the only
Right.
one that can deal with the physicality that can also make him play defense on that end. Because when AD made his mind up to it, they said, okay,
And
you
that's
finna
why
try
he
and do what you're
was.
gonna do to me. I'm gonna cook you on the offensive end and make you play defense. And when AD did that, you could see a night and day difference of how Jokic played.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Jokic,
because this is
Jokic
a
was gassed in that series against the Lakers, bro.
yeah, you got to work them, man. You got to work them.
He was
It's like a
gassed.
boxing
You know
match.
what I
It's
mean?
the body blows, man. We don't Christian Wood. They brought him in. That sounds good with the, and I agree with you. You know,
But he's a
that's what they were
featherweight.
saying. He could
Jackson
stretch the
Hayes a
floor, but
featherweight.
we don't. Go. What'd you say?
I said they were featherweights. Christian Wood is not a true 5. Jackson
Yeah,
Hayes is a 5 because of his height. He's a featherweight. You know what I mean?
right, right. Yeah. So I mean, they didn't do. See, what we need is what a big man does, and I would even take another power forward if we could. If we can't get a big man, I would take another power forward that can bang and do the dirty work, because
Exactly.
then
You
we'll
seen what
just put
Minnesota
him
was
on
throwing at
Jokic, but
Jokic.
he would
They
be a
had Nas
banger.
Reed. They had Carl Anthony Towns. You know what I mean?
What?
You seen what Minnesota threw at him with Nas Reed, Carl Anthony Towns, and they used Gobert as a roamer, and that
Right.
worked for the Timberwolves.
Yeah. So you just even if you don't get a 5, you can get a dirty work 4. A heavy, dirty work 4 would do the job. Because because they would be heavier than Wood and Hayes, even though they wouldn't be as tall. But yeah, they could get on. Then we could put them on Jokic. So it could be a physical five to do the dirty work. Worst case scenario, physical four to do the dirty work. Or a lesser case, it would still be a good thing because we've had smaller centers, not on the Lakers, but Alonzo Mourning and other guys that were smaller that maybe AD could play the center if we get a good like strong power forward that can do everything a center would do on defense. So
absolutely, man. You guys is right, man. You guys is right. So it's going to be real interesting what shakes out today in the second day of the NBA draft, man. We are about 8 minutes away before the start of the draft, and so I'm gonna go ahead and check it out. I might be back on in a few moments, but we're gonna end this stream right here. A1, I wanna salute to you for joining up on the panel today. My man BG came up here too. Y'all cooked. I appreciate your guys' perspective. I appreciate your guys' opinion, man. Good hoop talk today. And like I said, man, Lakers got the steal of the draft. We'll see what happens with Dalton Knecht. Let's see if he's going to connect and play the way that we think he could play. Summer League is going to be the first test. And the Lakers got the 55th overall pick today. Does Bronny James make history? Does he get selected? Do we see the first time ever a son and father on the same squad? Man, get your popcorn ready, y'all. Get y'all popcorn ready, man. Salute to these brothers joining me today, man. Once again, shout out to them. A1, make sure you drop your channel in the chat so the people could go check you out because you be over there cooking as well, man. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Miss Terry Walsh with the donation today. My man 2 Cents with the donation today. Julian Pratt, I see you sliding in here, man. Salute everybody. Cottage, everybody that slid through. Go James, my man. Everybody that's in here, man. Big Kev, all you guys that tuned in, man. Everybody that liked the stream, hit the chat box, shared the stream. Everybody, salute to y'all, man. You guys know how I feel about you. I got the realest chat on YouTube. It ain't many of us, but less is more. So there's plenty of us, man. Make sure y'all keep tuning in. Like I said, the link to the Cash App is in the description and on your screen if you want to donate to the channel. We still growing here. All donations, 100% of the donations go back into the production of the channel. I appreciate everybody once again. If you want to become an official member of the channel, the link to that is in the description, and you can get a nice little badge right beside your name, like Miss Terry has right there on your screen. Once again, salute to everybody tuning in. I'm your boy Moose Talks Hoops. I'm about to slide up out of here for now, but before I do, I'm going to let the outro sing, man. Peace and love, family. I'll catch you guys real soon, man. We'll be right back. Once again, you already know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops. Like I always say, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know. It's a lot of things in this world that cost, but hitting the like button ain't one of them.